And that, my friends, is precisely the point in food sequencing for weight loss. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time landing on one of my videos, my name is Stasia and my channel is all about health and weight loss content following a whole food plant-based diet. Now, I have already lost 65 pounds and reversed an illness following a whole food plant-based diet, but I am actively back in weight loss mode as we speak. Now, I have recently put out a couple of videos where I share exactly what I'm doing, exactly what I'm eating. So if you want to check those videos out, I will have them linked in my description box below. And while I do share a ton of what I eat in a day videos on this channel, today's video is just a little bit different. I'm going to be giving you guys a look into exactly how I've been eating specifically for weight loss. But before we jump into that, I just wanted to let you know that my weight loss recipe ebook is available for purchase again. It was temporarily unavailable and a lot of you guys were asking for it, but it is good to go now. So the link for that ebook will be in my description box below. All super simple recipes with ingredients you probably already have in your house. Okay, so for those of you who have watched my video where I share how I have recently lost another 5 pounds, then you already know that the trick to that has been eating a lot of soup. So sometimes I've just been eating soup as the whole entire meal itself, but in that case, I will always have something starchy in it, like beans or rice or potatoes. But the other way that I've been eating soup is to preload with it. Now, in a nutshell, this is what I've been doing. I've been starting each meal off with a non-starchy soup. So this specific soup that I'm eating consists of broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. And as you might have already guessed, it's all just made with frozen vegetables. The California blend, I mean, it does not get any easier than this. I literally dump the vegetables into a pot, put a little bit of garlic salt, put a little bit of soup seasoning. I always double check that it's MSG free, and then I just top that up with water. And I mean, you're free to add any other spices, bring it to a boil, and you have yourself a non-starchy soup in honestly maybe like 15 or 20 minutes. I like to make big pots of soup probably twice a week or so, but honestly, you can just whip up a single serving or a double serving in no time at all. Now, the next part that I'm going to mention is the important part, the sequencing. So I don't just eat the soup at any time of the meal. I actually purposefully start the meal with a bowl of non-starchy soup because that soup is what fills me up, mainly because of the water content, but also from the fiber in the vegetables. And vegetables rank at 100 calories per pound. So I can have a full bowl of soup with for almost next to nothing calorie-wise. But the interesting part is that my stomach tells me different, because after eating the soup, my ravenous hunger that I may have been feeling just minutes before is already put to rest. And by starting your meal with something on the low calorie dense side of things, then it's going to prevent you from overeating high calorie dense foods. So again, I want to stress this is specifically what I'm doing because I'm hyper focused on weight loss at the moment. If weight loss wasn't such a focused goal for me, then maybe the sequencing wouldn't be as important to me and I would just dive right into my meal. But because weight loss is the goal right now, I am very particular about the order of how I eat my food. So I start with the soup, and then once the soup is finished, I usually wait about 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes, just to let that soup kick in, because you would be surprised if you give it a few minutes, how full you'll actually start to feel. Okay, so back to the sequencing. So after I'm finished my soup, then I move on to my non-starchy vegetables. So in my case, a lot of times that is a salad. In your case, that could be broccoli, that could be steamed cauliflower, that could be zoodles made from zucchini. You know, there's tons of different things that we can eat as the non-starchy vegetable. So whatever the non-starchy vegetable is, that is the next thing that I eat. After I've had the soup and after I've had my non-starchy vegetable to eat, I am definitely not feeling super hungry anymore. And that, my friends, is precisely the point in food sequencing for weight loss. So lastly, I move on to my starch. For today's dinner, I am having a sweet potato. As you guys might remember from my last video, I told you I'm eating them like they are going out of style. So I just love them and they really do a nice job at filling me up and also help with that sweet tooth. So anyways, so now after I've had my soup, after I've had my salad, now I'm diving into my sweet potato. And it's usually the perfect amount just to have one serving of whatever my starch is. So sometimes it's not always a sweet potato. It could be some rice or it could be rice noodles potatoes, or it could be regular potatoes, or it could be beans. When you do the food sequencing specifically in this way, then you'll find yourself feeling really full, really satisfied. Now, I should mention that food sequencing is not something that I created. This is something that a lot of the plant-based doctors talk about all the time. Dr. McDougall talks about it, Dr. Greger talks about it. Preloading is not my concept. It's just one that I really gravitated towards because it works and it's super, super easy. This is precisely the beauty of calorie density. Your food can be eaten in volume without having to worry about packing on the pounds or not losing anything at all. So if you've been feeling a little bit stuck in your weight loss journey, let me know in the comments if sequencing your food is something you're already doing or something that you'd be at least willing to try. If you're not already doing it, my guess is that you're going to be shocked with just how effective this is. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. This was just a short one today, but nonetheless, super important. So I hope you got some value out of this video today. If so, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments. And again, if it's your first time here, I'd love to have you stick around. Be sure to check out some of my other videos. I am confident you will find them helpful. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.